David, tell us about the session and what you talked about.
The session was titled AdWords Auditing. So basically going through your account, either for a new account or for an existing client, and making sure that all the settings are correct, that best practices have been applied. And in particular, I spoke about, I think, 11 obscure mistakes that advertisers make.
Well, give us the top three. Why don't you share with us the top three?
Top three. Most advertisers have their geo-targeting settings set incorrectly.
Okay.
And they're set incorrectly by Google by default.
Okay.
Coincidentally, Google makes more money.
Of course.
Right. And what that means, what the result is that ads are actually shown outside of the geo-targeted area.
Okay.
So if you're targeting the whole U.S., for example, you'll see your ads appearing on Indian sites, all Western Europe, in fact, all countries.
Okay. Even if you set the geo-targeting, or?
Even if you set the geo-targeting, sure.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason is the default setting, I guess what it really means is Google, show my ads to this geographic location and maybe bleed over a little bit. Really, because that's the action that ends up. There's an advanced setting for geo-targeting. To solve this problem, you just click on the exact setting, drop-down menu, and choose people only in my included geo-targeted areas, rather than people, in the targeted area and on the tangents. So I've seen advertisers blowing $20,000 a month on ads outside the U.S. if they were targeting the U.S. So that's a big one.
Okay.
And I see it so often.
Okay.
More often than not. Second one I'd say is too many ads per ad group.
What do you recommend?
I recommend no more than two.
Okay.
A test ad and the control ad.
Okay.
The reasons are that number one, if you have 4 or 5 ads, it'll take an eternity to accumulate enough data to make a good decision on which ads are winners and losers. Mm-hmm. Secondly, if you have 4 or 5 ads, you're running 3 or 4 loser ads, and that just doesn't make sense. You've got 20% of your conversions coming from, or 80% of your conversions coming from bad ads, and 1 coming from the good ads. You're paying too much, and you're not getting good click-through rates or conversion rates. So it just doesn't make sense. Third one, let me stretch here. Google Display Network ad groups. Frequently, what happens when a relative amateur creates a display network ad group, they simply take their search network ad group and plop it into a Google Display Network ad group. That doesn't work for a couple of reasons. Number one, the number of keywords that are necessary to steer the matching algorithm to place your ads on the correct sites. Mm-hmm. Number of keywords is 6 or 7.
Okay.
No more than that.
Okay.
And frequently, advertisers have lists of hundreds.
Okay.
Second reason it's a bad idea is that frequently the original search ad group contains negative keywords.
Yes.
Okay. So the negative keywords are carried over. Negative keywords act much differently on the display network than they do on the search network. They're literally telling Google, show my ads on a range of sites or to a range of people, unless the site that you're going to place the ad on contains any of these words. Yeah.
Completely different.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And it is the reason why very often a new display network ad group fails to get any traction.
Okay.
Basically, you're saying to Google, show my ads to this audience. It's really big, but by virtue of the fact that I have all these negative keywords, show it to very few people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. Awesome. How can people find you?
They can find me on Twitter. My last name is my Twitter handle. That's S as in Sam, Z as in Zebra, ETELA.